ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to today's doubleheader as the JCC Jaguars men match up with the Cleveland Community College Yetis. I'm Petey Norris alongside my colleague Craig Green. We're game 2 of today's doubleheader as the Lady Jaguars picked up the 82-61 victory over the Lady Yetis. Right now in front of us, we have the Jaguars and the Yetis, the men matching up with the Cleveland Community College Yetis.
And looking to see what this contest is going to bring. I mean, the Yetis come in, PD, with a record of 2-7 overall. They've lost 5 games in a row, 2-3 in region, in their 2-3 in the conference. Importantly, their 2 wins they have are on the road, so they are comfortable away from their own gym. It's going to be up to the Jags here to make them feel just as uncomfortable as the Lady Jags did to the Lady Yetis in our first contest. Meanwhile, the Jags also coming off of a loss, coming back home now, looking to please this home crowd as folks are still filing in here. But I think the keys today, Petey, I mean, for the Jags, same thing we said for the ladies: protect the basketball, you know, get your shots up early and often, and don't let the Yetis get too comfortable in this contest.
If you let the Yetis get too comfortable in this contest, it could get out of hand real early for the Jaguars. As the Yetis come out and the Jaguars, Jaguars both teams are blue, but the Yetis will come out with blue jerseys. Jaguars come out with their gray. We're 2 minutes and 24 seconds away, and the Jaguars able to sweep the Yetis today from Selma. 2:18 left. We'll come right back here with starting lineups. Welcome back to Selma, North Carolina. Jaguars and the Yetis about to get squared off here. Petey Norris, Craig Green, JCC Jaguar Sports Network, powered by HighLevelMediaNC.com. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Today's matchup is the Yetis and the Jaguars. The Jaguars are 1-0 on this afternoon as the Lady Jaguars victorious by 21. But Craig, it wasn't easy for the Jaguars in the second half as the Yetis come out smoking in that second half, that third quarter for the girls matchup. But a little bit different here in the men. They run 2 20-minute halves, as for the women, they run 4 10-minute quarters. Correct, and it's going to be a different pace of game to be played, and it'll be very telling to see which team can impose their will on each other. The Jags, you know, like I said they came off of a loss. I misspoke. They actually are coming off of a win, so they're looking to get not only 2 in a row for themselves, but 2 in a row for both basketball teams this afternoon, as we are counting down 3, 2, and 1 before we get our starting lineups. So we're 10 minutes from the normal start time, so we'll head to the PA announcers.
JCC Athletics would like to recognize the town of Selma and its wonderful contributions in hospitality to the Jaguar Athletics. Please rise if you are a resident or employee of Selma. All right, today's game is between JCC Jaguars and the CCC Yetis. Please stand
So the starting lineups are being announced for both teams. For the Cleveland Community College Yetis, led by Grayson Pierce, they will trot out Kevin Culloch, Elijah Burnett, Jaden Spillman, Sean Wilson, and Jordan Diggs. Now here's the starting lineup for the JCC Jags. Starting lineups announced for the Johnston Community College Jaguars, led by Jay Creasy. They'll start Jaden Dunn, Elijah Preddy, Shakir Howard, Michael Linton, and Quavion Anderson. Jags 2-4 in the season, PD, coming off of their win at Central Carolina Community College, 78-77. It's a game that Jaden Dunn took over 27 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Made 5 of 8 from long range. So can Jaden Dunn continue that hot shooting today? The Jags are going to need it if they want to come away a winner today. As we got
Spillman and Linton at midcourt to jump off. A lot faster pace in this game than the last game. The Lady Jaguars pick up the win. That's all that matters, and the Jaguars catch ourselves in a deficit right out the gate as Willison.
Sean Wilson takes the opening tip right down the court, converts.
The Jaguars set up in a man-to-man press. That's Purdy straight to the hole and over to Howard. Howard spinning in the paint. Layup is good.
What a move by Shakir Howard. Very cheeky, very crafty. 2-2. This game is back where we started.
As Diggs goes to the corner, over to Burnett. Nice mid-range jump shot, and Jaguars pulling down a rebound as Michael Linton.
Yetis setting
hands it off to Purdy.
Yetis look there in the man-to-man defense to get us started here.
Great defense by Elijah. And Michael Linton could not connect. Yetis. Nice pass to the corner. Back out, 3 on the way by Sean Wilson.
Looks like they're going to tag Preddy with the first foul for the Jags. And that foul will send Jordan Diggs, number 15, to the line.
Diggs cannot convert on the free throw.
Yetis are showing a willingness now to run to the basket as quickly as they can, catch defenders out of position, draw fouls. And the second free throw absolutely bricked.
Dunn coming down with a turnover. And Dunn turns it back over. Here come the Yetis. One too many passes there, Craig, almost a turnover. Great defense by Jaden Dunn. A lot faster pace here. 2 minutes gone, tied at 2. And Diggs from the left elbow.
He rises, fires, nice smooth shot by Diggs. Well, mid-range from the elbow, nicely done.
Jaden Dunn, mid-range, answers back.
They gave him his left, and he took it. Went right to the left, got the screen, was able to convert. And again, right back to where we started, 4-4.
17:32 left is a turnover done.
Preddy getting his hand in there, forcing the turnover.
17:15 left, Jaguars all alone pulling down a rebound is Jaden Spillman. Tied after the 3 minutes, 4-4.
Jags also playing man-to-man.
Three from the corner, boxing out and staying right with it is Q Anderson. Say is out of bounds on Q.
Just fighting hard for that rebound. Went to the floor with the basketball, but fell out of bounds with it.
Nice spin around jump shot for Sean Willison.
Got to get a hand in his face. Don't let him get open looks. And another turnover.
Jags with 3 turnovers. 6-4 Yetis lead. See what the Yetis can do on offense. Extend the lead on the Jaguars. To the corner is Barrett. The Jaguars with the turnover. Howard will spin the ball around the perimeter, lob it in to Michael Linton, and Linton off the right block.
Linton with the soft hands to catch the ball, put it back home, get the Jags back level at 6. Now can Linton play some defense on Spillman and keep him out of the paint, box him out?
Yet he's put it on the floor, mid-range jump shot. As Q Anderson pulls down the rebound for the Jaguars. All knotted at 6. Howard, right side, stutter steps, trying to shake and bake. Great defense by the Yetis. Purdy to Dunn. Dunn, 15-footer, no, and Dunn follows a shot. Fresh 20, the Jaguars tied at 6. And continuation, and the bucket does count for Anderson.
And in the meantime, he'll draw the foul on Spillman. And can Anderson go to the line here, increase the lead for the Jags? Only the first team foul on CCC. 1 apiece for each side.
Q Anderson makes a 3-point lead, Jaguars. Nine to 6.
Almost slid that pivot foot, did Elijah Burnett.
Three on the way, straightaway 3 for Dykes.
Jacoby Dykes comes off the bench cold, but looks like he's going to be hot from long range. He's got size and length, showing us the outside game, and a travel by Linton.
That's a 4th turnover for the Jaguars. 14-minute mark here in the first half. And Alvin Singleton checks in for the Jaguars. He picks up Boyd in the backcourt, and Singleton.
Singleton tagged with the foul. They thought they had a clean look at a steal, but Singleton apparently a little too much contact.
14:22 left. 9-9.
Nearly a travel right there, but hopefully Boyd is okay. As soon as his pivot foot slid, he was reaching for that groin area. Yeti's pressing already, full court press.
Singleton and Anderson breaks the press. Left side to Howard. Howard inside to Linton. Linton rifles it over to the corner. 3 on the way by Singleton off the side of the backboard. And Yetis pour down a rebound. Hawkins. The Yetis working the ball around the perimeter. No one flashing through the paint. 3 from the right wing. Linton with the rebound for the Jaguars. Dunn with a foul.
Going to tag Jacoby Dykes with that foul. Team foul number 2. Looks like we got a timeout here on the floor.
Media timeout, 9-9, 13:34 left, first half. The first 5.5 minutes, Jaguars and Yetis knotted at 9 apiece. Jaden Dunn to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Jaguars.
Jaden Dunn coming off of a 27-point performance against Guilford Tech last outing. Looking to continue those ways. He's got 3 points in the early going, first 6.5. You know, Pete, I got a good tip from our cameraman, Ben Ormond, about the defense that the Yetis like to play. He said they're going to press a lot today, and we saw that early on, that they're immediately putting pressure on the inbounds pass and not making it easy for the Jags to come up the court. So will they continue that on the defensive side, and for how long can they continue that kind of pressure?
Yeah, Yetis went to the Lenore game against the Yetis and the Lancers, and that game come down to the wire as the Yetis pressed the entire game. But we haven't seen much pressing going on so far, but cleanup rebound was Dante Walker.
And Walker into the game, getting his first action. Picks up the offensive board, knows exactly what to do with it.
Dunn off the left side, tried to use the backboard, but coming up short. Dykes pushes ahead, and we have a foul.
Going to tag Singleton, I think, with a hold on the other end. 2 on Singleton. He'll have to take a seat here very soon, if not right now. So Wilson is going to sit.
Crossing the 13-minute mark.
Jashawn Hawkins at forward getting his first look and a nice take to the basket.
2-point advantage, Yetis. McLean on the right wing with 16 on the clock, steps in, deep 2. Off the heel to iron. Here come the Yetis with the 2-point advantage. The Yetis are not letting the Jaguars step back, set up on defense. Corners, Singleton on the way, good. Singleton got to his area, and that's exactly where he's hot from, Craig.
That corner 3, it's the shortest 3 on the court. He found his spot, picked it, they found him, and he was able to execute. Nice job by Singleton.
Gregory and Howard will check the next dead ball for the Jaguars as Elijah. That's one from the baseline for the Yetis.
Back and forth they go. Still seeing a light version of that full court press here by Dykes. Oh, look at the spin move by Preddy.
And Preddy straight to the hole as he is fouled by Jacoby Dykes.
They're going to tag Walker. I thought it was Dykes as well, but they're going to tag Walker with the foul. Either way, Preddy's going to the line, shoot a couple.
11:47 first half. Back and forth here in Selma. Jaguars.
Shakir Howard coming back into the game. Michael Linton, will take a break. Jaden Gregory into the game as well, PD.
We've had 6 ties so far, and the Jaguars lead by 1.
Good action here so far. I mean, offensively, not a lot going on. 31 points in the first 8.5 minutes and change.
Jacoby Dykes from the corner, and Gregory with a rebound for the Jaguars. Coach Creasy's utilizing his bench today as Howard. 3's coming up short. Dykes ahead, and Howard with a steal and a turnover.
Only 3rd turnover for the Yetis. That's why this game is so close.
You give it to me without a hand in your face, and I'll make you stutter as Purdy hits a 3 for the Jaguars. They lead by 4.
That corner 3's been good to them the last 2 attempts. First it was Singleton, now Preddy.
Great defense by Emmanuel McLean, and Yetis put up a 3. Short. And pulling down a rebound, Yetis, and going back up. Kamara Boyd.
Yeah, Boyd Johnny on the spot, able to gather the rebound, put it back home. Can't let the Yetis get second chances. They're going to miss. You got to box out, get the rebound, and create an opportunity for yourself.
That elbow is nice for Jaden Dunn. So he extends the lead.
You can see Jaden hang in the air while he released that ball, almost on his downward trajectory, still able to get it to go. And we've got
a slew of substitutions coming in for both teams.
Almost called it a gaggle of substitutions.
The baseline is nice to the Jaguars. They extend the lead by 6.
Got wholesale changes coming up for the Yetis. I mean, basically a hockey line change. 4 guys coming in.
Yetis.
Spillman, Wilson, all coming in.
Got a push. And Boyd with a foul.
Yeah, Kamari Boyd will take that foul, and he will sit along with Jacoby Dykes and Deontay Walker. Here comes Spillman, Wilson, Colick, and now Jaden Merritt as well, whose first action of the game wearing number 12. So Dunn had to pick his dribble. What
nice
a pass.
backdoor pass, and Q Anderson could not finish.
Got hacked on his way up, and a wonderful pass. A wonderful pass right there that forced Spillman to commit a foul on Q Anderson. Otherwise, it was an easy bunny. Now Anderson at the line attempting to get his 4th and 5th point of this game. Q Anderson, PD, returning for his sophomore season here at JCC.
Making a 7-point lead. And today, getting his first home start of the season.
Goes to show you that, you keep working hard, you stick with the script, you believe in the program, you buy in. You have to just be ready on game day. It doesn't matter. I mean, the coach can decide all of a sudden, hey, Q, you're in. It's Wilson fading away, rolling around, no good, but then tapped back home by Jaden Spillman.
Second chance opportunities for the Yetis. Get him within 6. Howard, nice pass down low. Back out to Howard. Howard says, I'll size up the 3. Nice.
Linton, too much body into Colic. He did have the mismatch. And try to clear the space. You don't blame Linton there, but you have to be a little more careful. Referee's sensitive whistle on that side of the floor right now.
3 by Kolick. Kolick cannot connect as he's trying to save the ball out of bounds. Does not like his chances on that shot.
His Kolick's shot went long off the back of the rim, so it was straight on, just a little too hard. And here we go with the Yetis again, pressing, now trapping, and forcing a turnover.
25-19, 8:29 left, first half. Jaguar Sports Network, presented by High Level Media. Wilson, nice take, but it's volleying underneath, and Howard coming out with it. Howard stuffed on the pass by Barrett. The refs are letting them play here, Craig, as we needed that in the girls' game, as both teams didn't have much of a bench.
You typically see a lot of that in some of the ladies' games I've noticed here at JCC, where the whistle has not been very strict. It's been pretty lenient. Today, not so much.
25-19 Jaguars lead. 7:32 left. It's Merritt connects with the Yeti 3.
That's the second 3 for the Yetis. Brings them back within 3. Jags slowing it down now. Just got to be careful for people jumping in the passing lanes.
Linton fouled as he went up. Picking up the foul is Merritt, Jaden Merritt.
Six team fouls now on the Yetis. Getting pretty close to being in the bonus.
Michael Linton rocks and misses the free throw.
Felt like it was a little long coming off his hand there. Kind of rocked back a little too much forward motion with the shot.
A lot of humidity in this gym as the floor is very slippery for not a lot of bodies falling on the floor.
Also has to do with some of the weather outside today too as well. It's in the 70s, muggy day outside. It's translated to inside the court.
Linton missed both free throws for the Jaguars. They up by 3. Jaguars in that defense and giving him range as Merritt hits a second 3. We're all tied for our 7th time at 25.
Got to close out on the three-point shooters. The Yetis have made 3 in the first half.
Singleton nets his second three.
Nice stroke by Singleton. He's 2 of 3 from long range. 2 in a row for number 3. See Singleton trying to get big in front of Kevin Cullen.
6:21 left. Got 4 on the shot clock. 3 straight to the cup. Draws the and one as he rolls over.
They'll tag the foul with Jaden Dunn as Burnett finishes at the rim.
We got a media timeout, 6:13 left. 28-27, Jaguars lead. Jaguars and Yetis 1 point away from this 8th tie as the Yetis will shoot 1 free throw as Elijah took it straight to the cup. No movement on the ball. We're tied for our 8th time at 28. 8 ties in the first half, 6:13 left. Full court press by the Yetis. Petey Norris, Craig Green, bringing you JCC Jaguar Sports Network, powered by High Level Media. Jaden Dunn, top to Singleton. Purdy looking inside for high post by Linton. Driving it, kicking to Linton, 17-footer, flushes it home.
And a good look on the way to the basket by Elijah Preddy to find Linton trailing behind.
Thirty to 28. As telegraph pass as Howard making a 4-point game, Jaguars.
Only the 5th turnover by Cleveland CC, and Howard takes advantage, lays it home, no problem. Defense to offense for the Jags.
5:18 left. 3 on the way by the Yetis, and you can count it. Jaguars call the timeout, 32-31. Jaguar Sports Network will stay right here as Craig. It's been back and forth basketball so far in this first half as the Jaguars and Yetis only one point separates.
Yeah, you look at the rebounds as well. I mean, 13-9 in favor of Cleveland Community College. Turnovers right now, 6-5. Just like you said, it's been pretty tight. That's also in favor of the Yetis. The scoreboard in favor of the Jags, and that has to do with execution at the rim. The 3 ball is what helped Cleveland get back into this contest. You got 3 in a row by Jaden Merritt. He's 3 of 3 from the field, 9 points. But for the Jags, you can kill all that noise by just stepping out onto the shooter. Don't give them any space to launch and fire.
Jaden Dunn's coming out hot in this game also, as he was in the last game as the Jaguars pick up the win as Central Carolina Community College down in Sanford. 78-77. Dunn does not pass it off to Purdy. Dunn. Nice look, back door to Michael Linton. And the Jaguars up by 3.
Linton moving without the basketball. Jaden Dunn found him. Fantastic pass. And they're going to tag Singleton with his 3rd foul. He's going to have to take a seat. And Coach Creasy knows it. Singleton sits down with 6 points, 2 of 3 from long range. Lots of rotation going in and out here. Hawkins about to come in for Deontay Walker at the next break.
A lot of feet slipping for the Yetis at that end of the court. See the players need to run with Velcro. As nice block as Purdy had a nice opportunity to make a 17-footer, but I tell you, Elijah Barrett came up match with him.
A hell of a defensive play and an athletic play by Burnett to time the jump and block the shot.
Burnett answers back.
They're going to say that the foul was on Jaden Dunn. Freddie tried to take it for Dunn. That's what you call a good friend right there. They'll take the charge for you. But referees saw it another way, tacked it to 0 instead of 1. And as a result, Elijah Burnett will go to the line. And
Elijah Burnett has been hot for the Yetis in the first half. Between him and Wilson.
7 points right now, looking to make it 8 for Burnett. And can't do it.
34-33. Purdy with a double screen.
Nearly a travel by Preddy.
Michael Linton.
Linton, 8 points in the first quarter, Petey. They're finding him. He's moving without the ball well. Teammates are finding him open. And he's very comfortable in this first 16 and a half minutes.
That's where Michael Linton comes to play in the first half. In the second half, he tends to be quiet. The Jaguars stay with the same way they did in the first. They'll come out victorious today.
Got to be consistent. Got to be consistent if you want to come away with the victory in any contest, especially with an opponent like the Yetis who like to press in a game like this, which is very tight, where one mistake can swing the momentum from one side to the other. So who can be the most consistent, who can protect the basketball the best, who can execute their game plan to its most effective, and also who can knock down some free throws when you really have to have it.
36-34, Hawkins looking to make it a pair. The 3:18 mark. You can count it as a pair.
Such a good game so far we've had in this first half, Petey. I mean, really tight, really good ball game.
Not a lot of turnovers. Michael Linton looking for someone there. No one was there as he drops it off. The two-handed slam as Hawkins goes up. 37-36. Yetis.
Wilson found him on the fast break with the alley-oop. Good execution by the Yetis. And right there, an empty possession by the Jags as Preddy slides his pivot foot and travels. The Yetis have a chance now to increase their lead here with 2.5 before halftime. 2:40 to go exactly.
That was Yeti's first lead since the 15-minute mark in the first half. Spin a ball. Great passes by the Yetis. 15-footer. It's good for Hawkins.
We're going to have to wipe down this floor again. I just saw Shakir Howard slip and narrowly avoided injuring himself, slipping on the floor.
2:17 left. Michael Linton posting up Hawkins. We have a foul on Hawkins.
So here the referee talking to head coach Grayson Pierce, saying that the hit on Linton's elbow caused the ball to go off the side of the backboard like that. He said he saw him shooting in pregame and was doing the same thing with nobody guarding him. I would not attest to that, but nevertheless, Linton had the chance, and he's 0 for 4 from the line, PD.
The Jaguars down by 3, make it 5 as Hawkins consistently going up and down the court, carrying the Yetis.
Might be the best athlete on the floor for either side.
3, and Purdy coming up short. The breeze felt good over here, Craig, on that shot. It's just stuffy and humid in here.
But one concern I haven't seen is no one has wiped down the floor on this side underneath the Yetis basket.
1:41 left, first half, 41-36.
It's like they just called a foul on Jordan Diggs. They did. And it's going to be a 1-and-1 now for the Jags, as that is the 8th team foul for Cleveland.
$41-37.
Jags are more concerned with their defensive set as opposed to the offensive rebound. I kind of think that's a mistake if you ask me. No one underneath the basket for JCC. I mean, I understand the confidence in Preddy's free throw ability, but you don't want to put anything past anyone. I don't understand this strategy by Coach Creasy.
As you would definitely want to put someone under there to, just like that with the last game, the girls, the Yetis would pull everybody out other than 2 under the goal and on the free throws. I mean, everyone's human. They're all athletes. They're great athletes, but they're human, and they miss free throws. You have to have someone down there to battle with, and you're just not going to give somebody a free rebound.
The human element is the biggest factor in any sport. I mean, this ball could carry him off and find its way into anyone's hands. You can't take it for granted. Now, imagine right there, Preddy misses. Imagine if 1 or 2 of the Jags were down there. Very possibly could have been a second chance for JCC. Instead, they go 1 and out.
1:32 left, Yetis. Looking to extend the lead from the corner. 3, too hard. Nice box out by Jaden Gregory.
Yetis still playing man-to-man.
Jaguars moving without the ball. 3 on the way, and Hugh Anderson trying to save it and go off the leg of the Yeti, but turns it right over to the Yetis. Dykes. Nice drop off the Boyd, and Boyd swings it out.
A good job to close out on Wilson before he was able to launch and fire from 3.
Foul on Purdy.
Yeah, Purdy holding Hawkins to prevent him from turning and dunking the basketball.
Extends the Yetis' lead to 5.
Big-time risk here being taken by Jay Creasy as he's bringing Alvin Singleton back into the game with 3 fouls.
Especially with 45 seconds left. You don't want to pick up your 4th foul going into halftime.
I mean, also, I do understand this substitution right now because it could be bringing him in for offense. You're hoping that a whistle will stop play. You could pull Singleton before he collects his 4th.
Manuel McLean brings it up. Popping out to Howard. The Singleton's posted up, ready to catch and shoot. Howard takes it himself and going up, Q Anderson.
Q about to go to the line to see if he can make his 4th and 5th consecutive free throws.
Q Anderson makes the first of 2. (31-42), 27 seconds left, so the Yetis will get the ball with no shot clock.
If the offense gets a rebound, reset the shot clock to 20. If they don't, you're good.
Q Anderson trying to concentrate, get the Jaguars within 3. 42-39. So set up in a full court press. Yetis beat the press. Got away with the travel. 18, they'll set up the offense with 18 seconds left.
They can hold for the final shot here. No need to rush if you're Cleveland.
He was there with the back door, but the ball wasn't going his way. 3 by Hawkins, in and out. And that takes us to halftime. Jaguars trail 42-39 at halftime. We'll be back with stats, facts, and figures of the first half.
30 years. Everyone.
Welcome back to halftime here in Selma as the Jaguars and the Yetis square off as the Jaguars trail 42-39 against the Yetis. In the first half, the Jaguars and the Yetis have knotted up a lot. We had 8 ties through the first half, but the Yetis lead 42-39. Craig's got the box scores from the first half.
Cleveland CC, the Yetis, shot 17 of 32 from the field, 4 of 13 from three-point range, 4 of 7 from the charity stripe. They were led in the first half by the tag team combination of Jaden Merritt and Jashawn Hawkins with 9 points apiece, followed up by Elijah Burnett with 7, then Sean Wilson and Deontay Walker with 4, and Jacoby Dykes with 3, along with Kamari Bird and Jaden Spillman with 2 points apiece. 18 rebounds, 5 turnovers for Cleveland in the first half. For the Jags, 13 rebounds, 7 turnovers in the first half. They were led offensively by Michael Linton, 10 points, Jaden Dunn, 7, then 3 players at 6, Elijah Preddy, Alvin Singleton, and Quavion Anderson, all with 6. Shakir Howard chipped in with 4. Jags shot 14 of 26 from the field in the first half, 8 of 13 from the free throw line, 3 of 7 from long range. And with just about a minute left before we start the second half, as we see the Yetis are huddling to our left over here off camera, I think for the Jags to eliminate this 3-point deficit, gonna have to do a better job protecting the basketball. 7 turnovers in the first half, not crashing the boards as well. Gotta make Cleveland go 1 and out here, keep their bigs away from the boards, close out on these shooters. Don't allow them to jack up another 13 three-pointers and hit 4 of them like they did in the first half.
So right now the Jaguars and the Yetis come to the court. Jaguars will start with the ball in the second half. We'll see if the Jags and the Yetis, see if the Jaguars can get the sweep today.
And they are totally ready to get this thing underway. I mean, the referees and players standing on the field with seconds remaining until the halftime buzzer went off. And we get started immediately, PD. 20 minutes on the clock. Let's get this party going.
As Elijah Purdy feeds Dunn, and Dunn misses the mid-range jumper. See how the Yetis come out after break. They come out hotter, come out like they did in the first. They were able to get the first points on the board, and Wilson misses the opportunity.
Problem is they got a second chance at it and convert this time with Wilson. But that's what I just said. You got to keep the Yetis off the offensive boards.
Howard. The screen, but loses the ball, feeds Michael Linton. He'll take a baseline, and he is fouled.
Spillman tried to draw the charge. Actually, correction, they're going to tag Hawkins with the foul. They're going to give him, they're going to say that was in the act of shooting. I didn't see that, but
Linton is 0 for 4 in the first half from the charity stripe.
Something you may have to consider in the second half if this thing is really close. You may have to consider the hack of Linton because he has missed 5 straight free throws. Make it 6.
And Wilson with the rebound.
Can't leave those kind of, sorry, Petey, can't leave those kind of points on the board in such a close game like that.
And he's straight to the hole and loses it. He goes up, Elijah Burnett.
And off of Burnett's knee, it's going to be Jags ball. 6th turnover for Cleveland CC. No full court press this time. Nearly a carry right there by Preddy.
Dunn straight up, looking to draw the foul, and Jaguars
Get the answer. Good answer by the Jags.
Yetis working 2 in the high post, back out top. Man-to-man defense by the Jags. Here the bench of the Jaguars trying to get it pumped up. Long 2 by Kolick, and Kolick drains.
Referees called it a 3 on the floor. There is no review here in Region 10, so they won't come to our monitors here to take a look. But might have had a 2 on the line, but the referees gave him credit for 3.
The corner, Jaden Dunn answers back.
And that's what you have to do. You want to stay in this game. When you're trailing, you have to answer every bucket by the team that's leading and then some, and exceed what they do. As Preddy tagged for foul number 3. One foul apiece, one foul apiece for each side.
So we'll have a seat as Singleton will check in. Kolick feeds inside, it's a turnover. Howard looking ahead. Dunn going up. Stripped it, he went up. Kolick, Kevin Kolick pulls it back out. As 3 on the way from the corner, and it's good. You could count it for Diggs.
Good stroke from the corner, Jordan Diggs. Again, that was defense to offense for the Yetis, who found Diggs in the corner. Smooth stroke.
(50-44).
Man-to-man for the Yetis again.
Baseline, Michael Linton. That's what the Jaguars need to find out. If Michael Linton is going to continue his hot streak from the field. But it's hack a Linton if you need to. It comes down to the free throws at the end.
12 points for Linton. The problem is standing at the charity stripe has been an issue for him the first half of this game, as there's a 3-pointer converted by Kevin Kolick.
It's his second 3 there and a half.
Here comes a screen by Q Anderson to the back left hip.
Dunn, 15-footer, bends over and tries to follow it through. Is done.
Like any good golfer does, leans with it, rocks with it, coaches it into the basket. Worked that time for Jaden Dunn.
Kolick with his third 3 and could not convert. Fighting Q Anderson. And it's got a timeout. Jaguars will stay right here, Craig. 53-48. Jaguars trail. Both teams are evenly matched here to open up the first 4 minutes and 13 seconds of the second half. Jaguars looking for a sweep today against the Yetis.
And what they're going to have to do to get it here is erase a 5-point deficit, play a little cleaner basketball, force the Yetis to go 1 and out. The Yetis' athleticism and their size and length give them an advantage crashing the offensive boards. So for the Jags here, you know, good timeout by Q Anderson to save possession. Now you need to cash in and get some points, because you don't want to go 1 and out, then give up another deuce or a tray to somebody like Kolick, who's starting to get hot.
Kolick getting hot from deep. 2 for 3 here in the second half from deep. 15:47 left. Dunn steps back. A little bit of
Not a
moisture
good
on the
shot.
ball. The Yetis rifle one through the paint. They pull it back out. Dykes trying to.
Singleton's got to be careful reaching in there. So I'm reaching with the right hand.
Q
He is-
Anderson with the rebound.
He is sitting on 3 fouls.
53-48, Dunn, mid-range. Fights for his own rebound and coming out with it. Howard, up and under, and it's good.
Shakir Howard battling down low, gets it to go, cleans up the mess, and now we got a one-possession game again.
Just south side of 15 minutes. Yetis. And Burnett.
Q Anderson going to be tagged with that foul. Here comes McLean and Gregory back into the game. Linton will take a seat.
Linton and Q Anderson will have a seat.
Just more about keeping guys fresh and rotated because both Linton and Anderson only have 1 foul apiece, so it's not a foul trouble issue. I think it's more of just rotating and keeping guys ready for the final stretch of this game.
Converts the and one. Make it 56 to 50. 14:29 left. Dunn straight to the hole, rattles out. And pulling down the rebound is Walker. Deontay Walker. His first board, up and under, through the paint. And we got a block and foul is Hawkins. Bucket would count.
They'll take
58-50.
McLean with the foul. Said he was grabbing him in the restricted area. That's going to put Hawkins at the line again. Led the Yetis in scoring with 9. Actually, the leading scorer for the Yetis now with 11, being that Merritt has not scored yet. And an untimely turnover by McLean, then forced a foul to slow things up.
59 to 50, second half. 14 minutes left. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on Jaguar Sports Network, powered by High Level Media. 14:03 left. Yetis and Jaguars square off from Selma to Richard B. Harrison Gymnasium.
Mike out there getting the floor cleaned up for us, make sure there's no moisture. They're trying to open up the doors to the gym here to help dry things up.
Baby hook could not connect, but going back up strong. The Yetis.
Yeah, that's Hawkins again, very athletic player. Got the hops, got the active legs, a spring in his calves to do that more than once.
Dunn trying to answer back for the Jaguars.
That was a pretty basket by Dunn. Although it looked very pretty, it was very difficult to absorb that contact and still finish.
Yetis with great ball movement. Corner 3 by Hawkins. And Dunn with the rebound and fighting. Burnett. 3, can ice it. Plenty of opportunities. Nice give and go to Dykes.
And Dykes back on the scoreboard. That's 5 for him. He missed his last 3 shots. But now it's getting to the danger zone for JCC because now you are down by 11. You have not done anything offensively. You're not able to match the Yetis offensively at all in this first 8 minutes of the second half.
Media timeout, 63-52. You're listening to Jaguar Sports Network. Jaguars trail the Yetis. .52 Jaguars trail the Yetis from Selma. Jaguars with the ball with 12:43 left.
Yetis shooting the ball a lot better here in the second half than the Jags, which is why they've increased their lead from 3 to 11.
Michael Linton gets a feed and going up strong, and Michael Linton makes a 9-point game.
And a good look to find him down low, too. Was able to spin and convert.
Backdoor alley-oop, and he could not hang on to the ball was Deshaun Hawkins. Purdy. Three from the left wing, and coming up short was Emmanuel McLean.
Nobody for JCC underneath the rebound that at all. And just Preddy slipping on the floor, causing a turnover. That's 10 for JCC.
Linton pulling down the rebound. Purdy stopping and popping to 13 feet.
Jags needed that. Anything that results in a negative possession for the Yetis combined with scoring for JCC is the recipe for a comeback. Good hard screening by Deontay Walker.
Jaguars coming up fighting for the board. Down by 7. 11-11 left. Stopping and popping. Purdy short. All alone with the rebound is Wilson. Wilson brings it up himself, feeds it left wing, 3 on the way. Southpaw 3, and it's coming up short. Both teams coming up building a new gymnasium in Selma. Out of a timeout.
Yeah, it's been a struggle last minute or so offensively for both teams. But, you know, the Jags can make it up here. They get to the line.
Spillman and Burnett checks in. And Dykes, along with teammate Deontay Walker, will have a seat. 10:43 left.
Only 2 team fouls on Cleveland.
Right side over to Michael Linton, who is hot. Got a hot hand for the baseline.
3 in a row for Linton. Here in the second half, he's got 6. He's shooting 3 of 3. Misses only 2 free throw attempts. But back to within 5 of the Jags. They are alive. And there's a turnover.
He's trying to feed him backdoor is Burnett.
10 turnovers for the Jags, 9 for the Yetis. Every possession, every pass, so important.
McLean had a nice look, but could connect. Jaguars with their second opportunity.
Just a shortened shot clock because of the offensive rebound, now under 10. Purdy's got to go.
3 on the shot clock, puts up a mid-range. Coming down with the rebound is Jashawn Hawkins. Hawkins, right side. Merritt for 3. Can he continue his hot streak from the first half?
Sounds like they got McLean for that foul. That's number 4. He'll have to take a seat as Q Anderson coming back in. Jags in a bad spot. That's 5 team fouls.
We have
And now a 6th. As Q Anderson will be tagged.
Q Anderson with the blocking foul. (66 to 58). (9:12 left). Great shot, but Jaden Dunn hits the floor.
Why is he even getting offensive rebound?
Picking up the foul is Deshaun Hawkins.
Rebound.
8-point lead.
Dunn looking to bring it back within 2 possessions if he can make both these free throws.
Dunn makes the first.
Second half for the Jags, it's been mainly Dunn and Linton taking up a majority of the shots. That one looked long coming off the hand.
Hey, that's because you're being soft, Diggs.
66-59.
Diggs bails out the Jags with a foul, trying to rebound on the missed free throw. Look at the work of Singleton to break through the double team.
He got the help off of the leg of one of the players. Crossing over, going up Purdy. Linton, baseline, no. And Jaguars all alone underneath.
Diggs again. Rebounding has gone the way of the Yetis. That's another big reason why they are ahead by 7. 28 rebounds to 23 in favor of Cleveland.
And Howard up and under.
Good take by Howard to the basket to slice through 3 defenders, scoop it in with the right hand. Timeout Jags. They want to talk it over.
68-61. The Yetis. Coming out of the official timeout, Jaguars and Yetis, 7 points separates. 68-61, Yetis with the ball with a lead. Got to dry up the court. 8:16 left. Kolick.
This time they're going to tag an offensive foul on Kevin Kullock for running over Anderson. Good job by Anderson to draw the charge. And that's going to go as a turnover for Cleveland. That is turnover number 10 for them. 10 for the Jags as well. So even in that book. But Jags have to do a better job rebounding and creating second chances when they miss on the first.
68-61.
Again, the rebounding edge, 28-23 in favor of Cleveland.
You can see Singleton rush to the corner, step back two, and as Anderson shot was blocked by Spillman.
An athletic play by Spillman to block it and gather the rebound.
Three on the way, you can count it for Wilson.
Left a shooter wide open. Sean Wilson just standing there all by himself with all the space in the world, enough time to check his email. As Preddy had the ball knocked out of bounds as he tried to go up and under. Deshaun Hawkins coming back in.
71-61, 7:19 left. Jaguars trail the Yeti.
Can't get it all back right now, but you got to get something here. And instead what they got was a turnover.
Shuffle ahead, three on the way, and it's a second consecutive three for Wilson.
They're in a bad spot right now. Singleton had a hard time getting out of the trap. Look at Linton around the back. That was a nice move by Linton. Got the dribble around the back, able to get it off the glass, put it home. Took a shot to the head. One shot foul.
Jaguars and the Yetis. 74-63 Yetis. Michael Linton looking to make a three-point play for the Jaguars. Linton makes his first free throw today. 0 for 6 prior.
It's a huge free throw, PD. I mean, yeah, it doesn't erase the deficit at all, but it's a confidence builder, I think. You see the ball go into the hoop. It's going to help build your self-esteem when you launch and shoot. He's right there. Wilson misses. Rebound Jags. And a blocking foul called.
74-64.
Hawkins with his fourth. And now the Jags 1-1 here at a minimum for the remainder of the game. 10-point deficit though, PD, with 6.5 to go. Got to play your best basketball for sure.
And it starts right at the free throw line.
Sure does. It's done. Makes the first. Then after this free throw, you got to come down on the defensive end and get a stop.
Got a timeout. Yetis, 74-65. Timeout. Jaden Dunn back to the free throw line to shoot his second shot of the 1-and-1. Yetis coach, Mr. Pierce, wanted to draw up a play, give the spark to the Yetis offense. As the Warrior Jaguars within 4 possessions.
3 threes will tie it here for you if you're JCC, but got to get one before you can get all 3 of those. And there's another empty possession for the Yetis as Hawkins travels.
You knew it right away. He took one too many steps on the approach to the goal. Singleton, 3 for 3 from deep.
Needed to have that one. Good kind of back and forth with the basketball between Dunn and Singleton. Now the Jags again, now within 2 possessions. Look at the defensive intensity pick up for the Jags. They will pick up a foul on the floor. It's going to go against Preddy. Turning and pulling the jersey. But even more important, PD, that's 4 on Preddy.
Mobs and
Stop. Run 5 seconds off each. Actually, reset it because I got new possession. Run 5 seconds off. 5:14.
Stoppage of play to fix the clock. Should be 25 on the shot clock, 5:45 on the game clock in the perfect world of the referees. 5:48 to be exact, sorry, and now 30 on the game shot clock. Shot clock is not started again. So it should be 23 on the shot clock now. And there it is with 5:41 on the game clock.
5:41 left, 23 on the shot clock. Jaguars with the ball.
Burnett coming back in. He'll replace Boyd. Got the clock together, and here we go, PD.
Ready to rock and roll. The final 5:34 left. Linton with a turnover.
Pass too low for him from Jaden Dunn. Turnover number 12 for JCC, but you've got to come down here and not allow the Yetis to increase this lead. Full court pressure now by JCC, but the Yetis break it. And look how tight they get up on the ball handler now.
Jaguars
Hawkins, to
need
me,
to stop.
Hawkins has been the trouble man for them, and that's 4 now on Singleton as well. So just looking at foul trouble, PD, for the Jags, you've got 4 on Preddy, Singleton, and now it's Preddy, McLean, and Singleton all have 4 fouls. Look across the other way, Jashawn Hawkins has 4 for the Yetis. If you can foul Hawkins out, That's going to change a lot of things.
Hawkins can get an offensive foul and foul out with at least 4 minutes to go.
See, they're trying to hide him defensively here. Wow, really? I thought that was knocked off of the hand of Linton out of bounds, but it's going to stay with the Jags. Now, folks at home, watch where number 13, Jashawn Hawkins, is defensively. He knows he's got 4 fouls. He's going to do everything he can to stay as far away from the action. He's going to guard off ball against someone who's not even near the basketball. 12 on the shot clock, 4:52 on the game clock, and down by 7 are the Jags. Petey, the Jags have to go now. It's down to 6.
The turnover. Right in the hands of Burnett. Up and under, layup's good. 78-69.
Cannot have that happen. It's such a tight ball game. So look, there's Hawkins down low, not even anywhere really near the ball, near the action.
Howard for 3, count it.
They had to have that one. Now back within 2 possessions again, but you've got to get a stop.
78-72, 4:17 left. Jaguars trail the Yetis. .17 left, 6-point game. Jaguars on defense come out with a full court press on the Howard 3.
Makes a lot of sense because you want to force the Yetis into a mistake. With the speed of Burnett breaks the press on his own without even needing any help.
On the shot clock. Ten-footer off the baseline. Count it.
Jacoby Dykes, nice shot. They are getting some contributions from a lot of different players. I mean, at halftime, the Yetis didn't have one player in double digits.
80-74. Dykes down low and could not finish. It's Purdy. Nice take and drops it off to Anderson as he should have took it himself.
Good shot block coming over was Dykes to erase the shot.
Nice look down low, and Deontay Walker's fouled.
Not sure where Purdy was going defensively there. He left Hawkins alone underneath the basket and forced Q Anderson to foul him. That's 3 on Anderson. And correction, it was Walker, not Hawkins. So Walker at the line to shoot his first 2 free throws of the day.
Makes the second, makes the first. This is the second opportunity.
Rebound still fairly even, 30-28, but the problem for the Jags is that they have not executed on the offensive end. Just like that, 1 and out for Jaden Dunn.
Jaguars are 1 and done as the Yetis. That's a foul. On Singleton.
Well, Singleton's got 5. I believe that should be his 5th and final. Wow, that 1-on-1, no good.
50, no gamble. No gambling. 50, Jayhawk.
Howard driving, looking for help. He picks up the ball.
Myself.
Purdy.
Hold
The Jaguars 4 straight trips without a point.
This way.
They trail by 7.
Come out.
Oh, look at the athletic play by Hawkins to not really gather the ball, but was able to get up in the air and kind of tap it in mid-flight, and that shot blocked
Hey, son, over there. Hey, come this way. Go puck.
by Walker as
Son, I want you to look at coach.
Dunn made his way to the basket.
Don't. Cut through.
This one, PD, feels like the writing may be on the wall for the Jags in this game.
We need to stop. One more.
85-74. Hawkins could seal the deal.
That's going to pretty much do it right there, PD, just like you said. Too many empty possessions for the Jags, turning the ball over their side of the floor. Yetis converting. Not a good second half for JCC.
Trailing 87-74 with 1 minute left. Welcome back as the Jaguars and the Yetis inside of a minute as the Jaguars with the ball. Kick it out to Purdy. Purdy straightaway 3, brushes the iron. Here come the Yetis.
They got a foul. Take care of it. Hey,
We got a foul on Howard.
Down by 13, and you are fouling now to stop the clock to give yourself somewhat of a chance. I mean, that chance is slim, but it's there. So Coach Creasy doing his due diligence, Going to give it maybe one more go here to see if there's any kind of momentum he can gather from maybe a couple of missed free throws and a made three-pointer for his team. But that noise will be quelled by that free throw going in.
Jaguars go on the road for the next 3 at Pitt on Wednesday, followed by at Guilford Tech on Saturday. And then next Sunday, the Jaguars are at Southwest Virginia. They don't return home until the 17th, 2 weeks from today, against Catawba Valley. And the shot was behind the backboard for Singleton. 88-74. The Jaguars will fall to 2-5 overall, 1-4 in conference play. The Yetis are going to improve to 3-7 overall and 500 in Region 10 play at 3-3. They'll be at home against Southwest Virginia on Wednesday. And next Saturday, they're against Spartanburg Methodist on the road. 24 seconds left, 15-point advantage Yetis' way. So foul is going to be to Jaden Dunn. 19 seconds left. Craig, like you said, as a tale of two halves, Jaguars and the Yetis. First half, Jaguars momentum. Second half, Yetis come out, jump out on the Jaguars, take the lead, and never let off the gas.
And a lot of it had to do with rebounding and turnovers. I mean, the Yetis did a much better job rebounding and protecting the basketball and also executing offensively. Game clock is not running. It's the third time this game they've had to stop and coach the scorers table to get the clock moving.
Singleton with a long three, too hard. Right to the Yetis with 10 seconds. They'll get across the timeline, and that will take us to the final. It's 89-74. The Yetis defeat the Jaguars. We'll come right back here with stats, facts, and figures, and a word from Coach Creasy. The final for Selma, 89-74. Welcome back to Selma, North Carolina, as the Jaguars fall to the Yetis from Cleveland Community College, 89-74. We got Craig standing by with Coach Creasy of the Jaguars.
Game today, Coach Creasy, not the result you wanted today, but tell you what, Michael Linton was cooking in the first half, had 19 points in the game. What'd you see out of Michael today? I thought he had a really good game.
We just got to make a conscious effort to make sure we get Mike touches where he can be effective. Just got to have better guard play, make sure that we're giving ourselves a chance every offensive possession to get a high percentage shot. That's pretty much the key to the game. Empty possessions where we don't get a quality shot. Obviously, you know, working hard on defense. Give up 89 points, that's going to be tough. So we got to continue to work on getting consistent stops and giving ourselves a chance on offensive end to take a high percentage shot each possession.
Now you got 3 games coming up on the road. This one short turnaround on Wednesday against Pitt Community College in Winterville. A little short road trip for you guys. Tell everybody out there what we can expect on Tuesday night, or actually Wednesday night when you guys travel to Winterville. What's that next few days going to look like for you guys, and what are you going to do to beat Pitt Community College?
Yeah, we got a tough stretch the next couple right here before Christmas, so I think we have actually 4 games in 7 days beginning today. So we just got to buckle down. I mean, these young men, you know, they want opportunities, they want a chance to showcase and play basketball. So this is what it's called. This is what it calls for. Pitt, solid team, always notoriously good, going to be physical. Expect them to be disciplined basketball team. So we just have to go there ready to play. But we have to take care of ourselves, make sure we're giving ourselves the best offensive opportunity each possession, and we got to do a better job defending. We got to concentrate on defending, rebounding the basketball. Obviously, turn the ball over is key. Want to protect the basketball, take care of the baby. But we have to do a better job defending, finishing defensive possessions.
Coach Creasy, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
PD, tough game today for the Jags. Fell 89-74 here at the Richard B. 3 games coming up on the road, starting this Wednesday against Pitt Community College. See if the Jazz can rebound and come back and get a W after that. PD, back to you.
All right, Craig, thanks a lot for the interview with Coach Creasy. Like Craig said, the Jaguars head on the road for the next 3. It's not going to be easy as they go to Winterville and play the Pitt Community College, and then they not back home for another 2 weeks when they play Catawba Valley right here from Selma. Final box scores for the Jaguars: Linton and Dunn both with 19. Anderson with 6, followed by Singleton with 6, and Purdy with 6. Correction, Singleton with 9. For the Yetis, everyone in the scoring column: Colick with 6, Burnett with 7, Spillman with 2, Wilson with 12, Boyd with 2. No, correction, that's the first half. We'll have the finals on the final stats. But the Jaguars fall 89-74. We'll come with the final box scores from the Yetis when we return. Final for Selma's 89-74. Jaguars fall to the Yetis from Cleveland Community College in Shelby, North Carolina. We're sitting here courtside, the best seat in the house from the Richard B. Harrison Gymnasium. PD Norris, Craig Green here. Craig, you got a final box scores for the Yeti.
For the Yetis, the victorious Yetis of Cleveland Community College, they were led by Jashawn Hawkins, who led all scorers with 21 points. They were followed up with Elijah Burnett with 14, Sean Wilson with 12, Jaden Merritt with 9, Jacoby Dykes with 7, Kevin Collick hit 2 threes in the second half to finish with 6. Jordan Diggs also with 7 as well. Over here looking at Deontay Walker with 5, Jaden Spillman with 2, and that will round out, and Kamari Boyd with 2 as well. That'll round out the scoring for Coach Grayson Pierce and the victorious Yetis of Cleveland Community College. And as Coach Creasy said, PD, they talked about turnovers being a big factor, can't turn that. And that was a big story in this game. 11 turnovers only for Cleveland. Then you look over here, 14 turnovers for JCC. Also got out rebounded by a significant margin, by at least 7 or 8 rebounds here. There's a recipe for disaster in the second half. Just 35 points in the second half for the Jags. Outscored by 12 in the final 20 minutes. They could not execute their game plan whatsoever, and that's why they lost today.
Craig, Coach Creasy said it good. I mean, you give up 89 at home, you're going to lose unless you can put up 100.
That's right, and when you're giving up 89 on the road, you have got to be making your free throws. You have got to be knocking down your shots. You have got to be protecting the basketball, and you've got to be crashing the glass. And that's something that we did not see today, really, from the Jags. Again, they finished with 29 rebounds compared to 36 for Cleveland. And again, a lot of those came on the offensive glass, cleaning up and putting back shots of their own to create opportunities for themselves. But this Wednesday night at Pitt Community College, they're going to have to strap it up and do it all over again. You have to flush this one out the system, come out and play your best basketball, because they're not going to show any mercy out there in Winterville whatsoever.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Craig, it's always good to call a game with you. We'll be back on JCC Jaguar Sports Network. Next home game for the Jaguars. We'll have some other coverage. Just stay tuned to all of our social media interactions, High Level Media NC on Twitter and on Facebook and Instagram. For PD Norris, Craig Green, courtside, the best seat in the house at the Richard B. Harrison Gymnasium. I'd like to thank you, the Jaguar Sports Network, the Jaguars fans, and all the fans in Region 10 play. The final tonight, 89-74, the Jaguars fall to 2-5 overall, 1-4 in conference play. They hit the road for the next 3. That's the Jaguars men's. Good night and God bless from Selma, North Carolina.